All right, so in this final section of financial planning context, I actually want to talk about the context of financial planning. Okay, what is that context? Well, let me first give a definition of context so that it makes sense. But the definition of, or a definition of context might be the circumstances that form the setting of an idea. Okay, in that setting helps us to properly understand what it is. Okay, so the context is the circumstances that form the setting of an idea. Let me give you an example. If I said the queen was in the other room, without any other sense of context, you might be like, oh wow, let me kind of dress up and let's be formal and let's go in and meet the queen. But if I don't give you the proper context that says, oh, I'm talking about a chessboard and there's the queen, like when I say that, it provides a totally different set of understanding of who or what the queen is. Okay, I'm not talking about the Queen of England, I'm talking about the queen of a chessboard. So context matters in your understanding because it will drive you to have a wrong decision. If you think it's the Queen of England in the other room, your set of decisions is going to be completely different because you have the wrong context. So it is with financial planning, with money. It's very important that we have the proper context for what financial planning is. Okay, so we've talked about what financial planning is, we've talked about what money is, and we've talked about the purpose of financial planning. The context of financial planning is you. Okay, the purpose of financial planning is to ensure that you have money when you need it. So in a sense, you are the center of this world of financial planning. Okay, it's about helping you to be able to fulfill your purpose and objectives. Think about like a boat. Okay, when you get into a boat, that boat needs to have a power source or you're not going to go anywhere in that boat, right? So what is the power source of a boat? Well, typically a boat has an engine, okay? Like that engine drives you forward. However, you do not want to be in a boat with only an engine because that engine drives you forward. It does not steer you, it only drives you forward. So if all you do is you get into a boat and you're driven forward, well, what if you're going into a direction that you don't want to be going in? Okay, it's not about the engine, it's not about how big the engine is and how powerfully it gets you. If it's taking you in the wrong place, then it's not serviceable for you. It's not functioning for you properly or in the way that you want it to, no matter how big and shiny it is, okay? So what that boat needs is it also needs a rudder to steer you in the direction that you want to go, okay? So here's the idea with this. Money is your engine. It will drive you to certain places. But you need to have proper financial planning to guide your money, okay, to steer it so that you can steer it in the direction that you want to go. Or else, again, your money's just going to push you in one direction, and that's not healthy and that's not good. So financial planning is your rudder that helps you to steer so that you can get to where you want to go. But there's one final component about the boat. You see, let's say your boat's there on the dock, it has an engine, has a rudder, and you're like, okay, cool, it's got all the components that it needs. So you jump in the boat, or you sit in the boat, or whatever you do, however you get into the boat, and you say, all right, take me somewhere where I'm happy. Well, that's not the engine's job, that's not the rudder's job to figure out what makes you happy, okay? It's not the rudder's job or the engine's job to figure out how to get to where you want to go. Ultimately, it's your job to figure out where you want to go. Financial planning and the engine and the rudder, those are just tools at your disposal. Okay, they are tools at your disposal. Too many people look at it that says they are here to serve money and that money will take them where they want to go. Okay, that if they have money, they will be where they want to go. That is categorically not the case. And if you view money and if you view financial planning in that context, you will always get to the wrong place. Or if you get to the right place, it will be certainly by accident, not by intentionality. I want you all to be intentional in your decisions. Okay, so in this boat analogy, when you get into the boat and you assess that you have an engine and you have a rudder, you decide where your objective is. Maybe you want to go to the beach. Maybe you want to go up, wherever it is that you want to go, wherever you want to go in your boat. And the boat is the tool to help you to get there, but you ultimately decide where you want to go. And if you do not make a decision of where you want to go, then the boat and the rudder and the engine mean nothing to you because you're not deciding where you want to go. So it is with money, financial planning, and life. Ultimately, you need to be able to have some heading for your life so that you can decide and choose, and your money can help push you in the direction that you want to go. Now, it's okay, especially when you're younger, to not know where you want to go with your money, and that's okay. That's part of it. Or not just not to where to go with your money, but you might not know where you want to go in life, and that's okay. That's just kind of part of being young. But as you grow, you do decide like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, this is something I do like, I want to go in this direction. See, when you're young and you're 22 years old and you go get your job, you're pretty well willing to do just about anything that someone asks you to do because it's like you're young, you're just trying to figure out who you are, you're trying to figure out what you want, what you like, what you don't like. And you may jump into some job that you may initially not like, but you may find that, wow, you really do like this. You may do it for a couple years and find, wow, I really hate this. I don't want to do this. And you may go try something else and have a better experience or worse experience. But the point is that as you grow, you start making some determinations of more of who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what you'll put up with, what you won't put up with, and where you want to go. And when you begin to have those decisions of where you want to go, maybe you finally kind of grow to this place that's like, you know what, I really want to move back home, or maybe I really want to move away from home, or whatever it is. But when you finally know that answer, you want to have the ability to be able to take action on that answer. That's what financial planning is for, so that when you're ready to make those decisions, you've already built up your financial system, your financial well-being, so that you're able to make that decision when you want to. So money was there when you needed it, okay? So the context for financial planning is you, the directions that you want to go, and the purposes that you have. And again, if you don't have those directions day one, that's okay, because you don't need them day one, because day one you probably don't have any money anyway, or very little. So it's going to take time to build, it's going to take time to develop, it's going to take time to grow into something tangible, so that when you are ready to make a decision, you are prepared, you are equipped, and you are ready, and then you have the ability to make those decisions. Okay? So financial planning, the context is you and your purpose, and you being able to walk in your purpose, in the direction in which you are able to go, called to go. Okay, so last point on this is that none of this happens overnight, okay? You do not wake up one day and you're like, oh, son of a gun, I got financial flexibility, I got financial freedom, I can do the things that I want to do, and I know the directions that I want to go. It doesn't happen over life. It takes time, it takes persistence, it takes diligence, it takes consistency, it takes the ability to keep going in the face of adversity, it takes the ability to take on risks, requires the ability to wait, and patience. All of these things take time, okay? Building your money, building your financial success, building your wealth, building your life, okay? These things take time, and you need to be willing to give it time. Do not try to live all of your life in a moment. Give things time to grow and to develop in the proper ways. And if you give things that time in development, if you can take care of your money now, while you're younger especially, then as you grow, that money will take care of you. So kind of look at it like this, like right now, you don't know what it is that you want to do, or if you don't know what it is that you want to do, you can pour that energy and time into growing your finances. And then as you do know what to do, that money that you've put that time and energy into will now take care of you and push you into the directions that you want to go, okay? And that's how this begins to work, is that you are you are the context for this, okay? You are the reason that financial planning exists, to help you to be able to grow and to be able to make life decisions. So finally, as you're going through this course, the one thing I want you to learn, or I want you to pick up on that I'm trying to teach, is that it's very necessary for you to become a student of financial planning and student of financial decision making to allow you to make good decisions. But it is equally, if not greater importance, or I guess it is greater importance, for you to become a student of life and to learn how to make life decisions, because that is your heading for how you're going to make decisions. Your money is waiting on you to direct it. You need to be directing it based upon your life decisions, as far as like what is the direction you want to go. So you need to become a student of life to learn the directions in which to go, and then you can properly coordinate your finances to help you to be able to get there. Okay, so you are this context for financial planning. All right, so to kind of wrap up and conclude, what we were talking about here is, I just want to say that money is meant to help you to accomplish an objective. Financial planning is about how we choose to allocate that money to accomplish the objective. The purpose of financial planning is to ensure that you have money when you need it. And when done properly, okay, financial planning will help you to tell your own story in life. Financial planning will allow you to more fully express yourself, your objectives, your goals, and the things that you want to accomplish in life. So it will help you to tell your story. So that's what financial planning is about. This course is about money, but it's also a lot about life, because the two are linked, and that's why they are linked. Okay? So I'm hoping that as we go through this, you can begin to kind of sense these different components and how they work together, and that it will begin to make sense for you. So thank you.